But back to the elephant in the room. Why aren't we having a discussion on K-12 reopening? Are we concerned what the teachers union will say if we demand that schools fully reopen this fall? Last year, Republicans were blocked in our efforts to demand school reopening. Will we be blocked again when unions say that they don't want to go back to school this fall? Science tells us that children are much less likely than adults to experience severe illnesses as the result of COVID-19. Science tells us that teachers can be safely vaccinated. Thanks to Operation Warp Speed, BARDA, FDA, we got safe and effective vaccines approved in record time. And every adult in this country, including every teacher, has had plenty of time to get vaccinated at this point. Science tells us that children over 12 can be vaccinated, and hopefully this fall and winter, the vaccines will be approved for younger children as well. And until then, we know the steps to take to keep everyone safe for in-person learning. So there's no excuse for schools not to fully reopen this fall. Today, we'll hear about the very troubling mental health consequences of a pandemic on college students who had more opportunity to get back to the classroom than America's school children. So what do we know about younger students who saw massive surges in anxiety, depression because of unnecessary school closings? As of April, less than half of all fourth grade Black, Hispanic, Asian, economically disadvantaged, and English-learning students were in fully in-person learning. As of April, less than half of all eighth grade students nationwide were enrolled for fully in-person learning, and less than a third of all Black, Hispanic, and Asian eighth graders were in fully in-person learning. Emergency department visits for suspected suicide attempts were up 22% in the summer of 2020, 39% in the winter of 21, for children age 12 to 17. Since the science shows us that schools can open safely, it's on the adults, the unions, school boards, superintendents that make decisions to keep them closed. Most of our country's private schools stayed open. They made plans, they followed the science, they served their children far better than the public system.